Hello everyone. This is our last video on chapter 5, and in this video we will be talking about capital rationing. Our entire discussion of methods of capital budgeting so far in this chapter has rested on the proposition that the wealth of a firm's shareholders is highest if the firm accepts every project that has a positive net present value. Suppose, however, that there are limitations on the investment program of a firm that prevent it from undertaking all such projects. Economists call it capital rationing. Okay, so capital rationing is a situation where a firm has limited capital to accept its a capital investment project. So you understand that when capital is rationed, we need a method of selecting the package of the projects that is within the company's resources, yet gives the highest possible net present value. There are two types of capital rationing situation. One is soft rationing, another is hard rationing. So in the soft rationing situation, the limits on the funds is provided by the management of the company. For example, in a particular year, the management decides that this year they have a certain amount of money, let's say $1 billion to invest in capital investment projects. So all the projects they can take must be financed by this limited amount of fund. They cannot take any project beyond this fund available. On the other hand, hard rationing is the limits on the fund available for the capital investment project is imposed by outsiders, for example, creditors, bondholders, or other capital market authority. Then it will be a hard rationing situation. Now, when we have this capital rationing situation, profitability index can be a technique to find out a package of the projects that ensures the highest net present value. So essentially what we do is for each project, we calculate profitability index, which is a ratio of NPV and its initial investment. Then we calculate weighted average profitability index of different combination of projects to see that which combination of projects provides the highest NPV, provided that they can be accepted within the limited resources. Here we have an example. Profitability index, as I said, that it's a ratio of the NPV of a project and the initial investment of the project. So we have 300,000 to invest. So this is a capital rationing situation and we have a limited fund. Which do we select? We have four projects, project A, B, C, and D. And these are the investment, 200,000, 125, 175, and 150,000. And these are the NPVs, 230, 141, 250, 194,250, and 162,000. So first of all, we calculate profitability index for each of these projects. So profitability index, as I already mentioned, NPV divided by investment. So 230,000 divided by 200,000. So it's the profitability index of project A. So 141,250 divided by 125,000. So that's the profitability index of project B. So in this way, we calculate profitability index of each of the project. Okay. Now, next point is you understand that since we have only $300,000 to invest, we cannot accept all the projects here because A, B, C, and D. So 200,000, 125, and 175. This is 300,000, 200,000. So if to accept all of this project, the fund required is much higher than 300,000. So we can take a few combinations of the project. For example, we can take project B and C because 300,000 will be enough to accept them. We also can take, for example, project B and D because 125,000 and 150,000, so 275,000 will be enough for that. So since different combination of the projects are possible to accept, we calculate weighted average profitability index. So let's take this example of project B and D. If we take project B and D, then the weighted average profitability index is 1.01. How do we calculate that? So for project B, 125,000 divided by 300,000. So that is the weight and its profitability index is 113,000. And for project D, 150,000, that's the investment divided by 300,000, that's the total fund. So that's the weight of this project, and 1.08 is the profitability index of this project. And if we take these two projects, 125 and 150, so that will require 275,000. Remaining is 25,000 divided by the total fund available. It's 300,000. We multiply it by 0, assuming that this 25,000 remains idle. It's not invested in any project. So if we calculate this weighted average profitability index, it's 1.01. Now, as I already have said, that it's possible that we take only project A that requires an investment of 200,000. It's possible we take B and D, that's profitability index is 1.01, and it's also possible that we take project B and C where 300,000 will be invested. And weighted average profitability index for project B and C is 1.12, which is highest among all the possible packages of the project. So we should accept project B and C in this capital rationing situation that ensures the maximum possible NPV that can be achieved. So that's how the profitability index can be used in a capital rationing situation to accept a package of project that ensures highest positive NPV. So that's the end of our discussion on chapter 5. Thank you very much.